Anger is like holding a hot coal and expecting the other person to get burned. You only burn yourself. We've all been there, right? That rush of heat, the clenched fists, the words we wish we could take back. What if I told you there's a simple, ancient secret to mastering that fire within? Today, we're going to uncover that secret, inspired by the story of a chef named Kato. Kato was a brilliant chef, a true artist in the kitchen. His creations were legendary, but so was his temper. The slightest mistake, a misplaced ingredient, or a delayed delivery, could send him into a rage. His kitchen staff walked on eggshells, and the joy of cooking was often overshadowed by the fear of his next outburst. Kato was a master of flavors, but a slave to his emotions. He felt trapped, his passion constantly boiling over into destructive anger, burning bridges with his team and leaving him exhausted and lonely after every explosion. He knew something had to change, but he didn't know how. He was a master of his craft, yet he couldn't master himself. One particularly stressful evening, during the peak of dinner service, it happened. A new apprentice, trembling with nerves, accidentally knocked over a massive pot of Kaito's signature simmering soup. The rich, aromatic broth, which had been developing for over 12 hours, spilled all over the pristine kitchen floor. The sound of the clang, the sight of his masterpiece wasted. Something inside Kaito snapped. He unleashed a torrent of furious words, his voice echoing through the restaurant. The young apprentice was left in tears. The entire kitchen staff froze, and the vibrant energy of the kitchen died instantly. In the silence that followed, Kaito looked at the mess on the floor and the fear in his team's eyes. He didn't see a spilled soup. He saw a reflection of his own life, chaotic mess created by his own uncontrolled anger. That night, humbled and defeated, he decided to seek help from the old master chef who lived in the mountains, a man renowned not just for his cooking, but for his legendary calm. After a long journey, Kaito found the master in a serene kitchen overlooking a valley. He explained his struggle, his voice heavy with shame. The master listened patiently, his eyes kind and understanding. Instead of offering advice, he simply said, "Cook for me. Make your best soup. But there is one rule. You must keep this small stone in the pot from the moment you start until the moment you serve." He handed Kaito a smooth, dark, cold river stone. Kaito was confused. A stone in his soup? It made no sense. It would alter the temperature, potentially ruin the flavor. But he was desperate, so he agreed. Kaito began to cook, his movements precise and practiced. He added the ingredients, adjusting the heat, tasting, and seasoning. But his focus was constantly drawn to the stone. He had to make sure it stayed at the bottom, that it didn't get coated in residue, that the soup didn't boil too violently around it. Every time he felt a flicker of his old impatience, the carrots were taking too long to soften. The herbs weren't releasing their aroma fast enough. His attention was pulled back to the simple, physical task of managing the stone in the pot. The stone became his anchor. It forced him to be present, to be mindful. Instead of letting his mind race ahead with frustration, he was grounded in the here and now, tending to the pot, the soup, and the strange, cold stone within it. Hours passed. The sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the mountain kitchen. Finally, the soup was ready. Kaito carefully ladled a bowl for the master, remembering to remove the stone at the last moment. The master took a sip, his eyes closing in appreciation. "This is the best soup you've ever made, Kaito," he said softly. Kaito was stunned. But the stone. "I don't understand. What was the secret?" The master smiled. "The secret wasn't in the stone, Kaito. It was in you. The stone did nothing to the soup. It did everything for the chef. It gave your restless mind a simple task, an anchor. Every time your anger started to simmer, you had to focus on the stone. It forced you to slow down, to be present, to manage the heat, not just in the pot, but within yourself. You learned to cook without boiling over." That revelation hit Kaito like a lightning bolt. The stone was just a tool, a physical reminder to pause and redirect his focus. It was a metaphor for a mental switch. He could flip any time his anger started to rise. He realized that managing his emotions wasn't about suppressing them, but about giving his mind something else to do, a cold stone to focus on, until the initial heat of the emotion passed. He didn't need a literal stone, he needed a mental one. So what's our cold stone? How do we apply this in our own lives when we're about to boil over? We can create our own cool-down system. It's a simple, 3-step breathing technique I call the cool stone breath. It's designed to be your mental anchor, just like Kato's stone. You can do this anywhere, anytime you feel that heat rising. Here's how it works. Step 1. Acknowledge. The moment you feel the anger bubbling up, the clenched jaw, the fast heartbeat, the hot flush. Simply acknowledge it without judgment. Say to yourself, I feel anger. Don't fight it. Don't feel guilty about it. Just name it. This simple act of naming creates a tiny bit of space between you and the emotion. You are not your anger. You are the one observing the anger. This is the first step to taking your power back. Step 2. Anchor. This is where you bring in your cold stone. Close your eyes if you can, or just soften your gaze. Now, place your hand on your stomach. This physical touch is your anchor. It brings your attention out of your racing mind and into your body. Feel the warmth of your hand. Feel the fabric of your shirt. This simple sensory input helps ground you in the present moment, pulling you away from the mental story that's fueling your anger. This physical anchor is crucial. It's your immediate focus point, your stone in the pot. Step 3. Breathe. Now we'll use a specific breathing pattern. It's a box breath, but with a cooling visualization. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, imagining you are breathing in cool, calming air. Picture it as a soothing blue light filling your lungs. Now, hold your breath for a count of 4. Feel the stillness. Then, exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. As you exhale, imagine you are breathing out the heat, the frustration, the red-hot energy of your anger. Purse your lips slightly as you breathe out, as if you're gently blowing on hot soup to cool it down. Hold your breath, empty, for a count of 2, then repeat. In 4-4, hold for 4, out for 6, hold for 2. Let's try it together a few times. Hand on your stomach. Acknowledge any tension you might be feeling. Now, inhale cool blue air. ... 2, 3, 4. Hold the stillness. ... 2, 3, 4. Exhale the heat out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold empty. ... 1, 2. Let's do it again. Inhale calm. ... 2, 3, 4. Hold peace. 2, 3, 4. Exhale frustration. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold empty. ... 1, 2. One last time. Inhale. ... Hold. ... And let it all go. This simple cycle acknowledge anchor. Breathe is your portable anger management system. It's your cold stone. The longer exhale is key. It activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your body's natural relaxation response. It chemically tells your body that the danger has passed and is safe to calm down. It stops the adrenaline dump that fuels rage. Just like Cato learned to manage the heat in his pot, you can learn to manage the heat in your mind. It won't always be perfect. Sometimes the pot will still boil over, but every time you practice, you get better. You're carving a new neural pathway, creating a new habit. You are retraining your brain to respond to triggers with calm instead of chaos. Anger is a normal, valid emotion. It often signals that a boundary has been crossed or that something is unjust. The goal isn't to never feel anger. The goal is to not let it control you, to not let it burn you and the people around you. It's about transforming that raw, fiery energy into something constructive, just as a chef controls fire to create a masterpiece. By using your cool stone breath, you give yourself the most powerful ingredient of all, a moment of pause. In that pause, you find your power. The power to choose your response, the power to protect your peace, and the power to be the master of your own kitchen. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this story and technique resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on mastering your mind and living a more peaceful life. Share this with someone who might need to find their own cold stone. Until next time, breathe deep and stay calm.